beautiful people. Hello world. My name is Yola and welcome to this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I had a revelation this evening while I was at my neighbor's house. So I went to my neighbor's house and he has a huge dog, and I had brought his dog chuleta, which is pig, fried pork. That's what I brought his dog. He has a huge dog, but his dog is super duper friendly. So it's like, oh, you're so cute. Even though the dog, like when it stands up, it's like I'm a tall person and his head be like right here under my neck. So just imagine how big that dog is. Anyways, the dog got really excited, and you know what happens when dogs get excited? They pee. So the dog ended up peeing in the house accidentally. Like, he started peeing in the house and then he was like sprinting and he sprinted out. My neighbor wasn't present to see that the dog had started peeing inside the house. So I told my neighbor, hey, bring the bleach to come pour, because I know my neighbor is a clean person. Like, when I say a clean person, I mean he keeps his house like spick and span. Like, what? I want him to come clean my bathroom for me. Like, not to say that my bathroom is terrible, but his bathroom is like he's like scrub, like everything. And I was just like, you know, my house could use some TLC from a person that likes to clean and is really actually good at it, you know? Like maybe I could pay him to like take over the chore of cleaning my bathroom for me. I'm just kidding, but like a part of me is actually serious. You know, I tell him bring the bleach and I tell him pour right here, and I'm like pointing all the places he should pour, and he does it. And then he grabs his floor rag, he grabs his scrubber, and he comes back and he gets down into this like crouching tiger position, and he's just cleaning the floor, shining the floor. And then before you know it, like I'm in awe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in awe because I have a mop in my house. So when it comes to me cleaning, that's how I clean. When it comes to him cleaning, this is how he clean. And I was like, there was a lot of things that went through my mind. First, I was like, whoa, I'm so grateful for the mop that I have, first of all. Second, I was like, I'm so happy to see him solving the problem. What I realized in that moment is when there is a problem, the only thing that matters is the solution. Like, I know this, right? But I feel like what a lot of us forget is the fact that people solve the problem differently. People solve the problem differently, right? They solve it how they can. And what I have learned personally in my journey of life, and I'm still learning, is that for me, the outcome is more important. Yeah, for me, the outcome is more important than the means. I believe I wrote an essay on that. The question was, are you a person that believes that the means are more important than the outcome, or do you believe that the outcome are more important than the means? And I said, I believe that the outcome is more important than the means. I did. Because I have always believed that as long as you got it done, like, that's the most important part to me. For real. And I feel like I've always believed that because that's what life constantly showed me. You don't bring in your homework, you don't get a grade at all. You get an F. You get an F. You don't bring in your homework, you get an F. Nobody cares about why you didn't bring in. Nobody, like, literally, they don't care. When I hand in something, I know that the outcome is going to be more positive than negative. Because to me and to the grading system, practically anything is better than a 0. Anything is better than a 0. Don't get a 0. Because a 0 is I didn't do anything. I didn't hand in anything. So it's like, I would rather hand in, this came off the top of my head and I just threw it on some paper, and get a D, get a 50, which is also an F, but at least it's not a 0. It means I got half of it, you know? Like, it means I got something to count for it. I care about the outcome. Is it in my hand? right? So for me, I was like, I care about my grades. Not because I actually cared about my grades, but because I knew my parent did, and that would impact everything in my life. So I was like, all right, if I go to school that day and I forgot the homework at home, I've had moments where I would redo my homework at school because like, I had certain teachers who were like, they don't care what excuse you have, they're not accepting it if it's not handed in. So I was like, there were some days where it's like, I have a fantastic excuse and I know that this teacher is not gonna take it late. So I'd rather hand something in and get a grade and then ask if I could redo the thing that was already done. Because that was an option. It's oftentimes people would be like, you could redo it, but like, that's only if you had did it in the first place. When I saw him get down on his knees and scrub the floor, he was happy. He was happy to have his floors be clean, and I was happy for him to have cleaned the situation. He made that look so easy. 2 minutes. The entire situation that was once a problem was no longer. He had solved it, and he was done with it, and he was back sitting down, relaxing. The floors are all clean. And I was like, wow, like, how many of us psych ourselves out in our mind? I'm not gonna lie. For a long time, I had a habit of psyching myself out in my mind before I even did anything. I don't know how many of us do that. I realized that at some point, it gotta stop. Like, at some point, it's like, whatever it is that I'm doing up here, unless I'm moving my hands and doing it physically, like I have the proof, it don't count. Because the means is not what matters, right? The means is you thinking about it, you talking about it, you dreaming about it. That's the means. The outcome is what you actually did. That's what the outcome is. The outcome is the product. It's the finish of it. It's the fact that you could say, I did it. Now, I may not have been the best, but I got it done, right? And then when I started thinking about that, I was like, a thought came into my head that said, I'd rather be done than be perfect. I'd rather be done than be perfect. Because what I realize is that when I'm in my head about anything, any situation that is a problem that I'm thinking to solve, if I stay in my head too long, what I realize I'm actually doing is I'm trying to be perfect. Like I'm trying to have the perfect answer, the perfect solution. And the truth is, it don't gotta be perfect. It just gotta work. It don't gotta be perfect. It just has to work. It just has to solve the problem. That's it. That's it. And when you realize that, then it's like, oh, I could just get that done. Like literally, I came home because I saw my neighbor getting low, crouching and cleaning the floor. I was like, bro, I got a whole mop. Like I could definitely mop my floors right now. I was done in the same amount of time that he was. For the last couple days, in the back of my mind, my floors have been irritating me because of so many different reasons that I'm not going to get into. I ended up sweeping my house, I promise you, like 2 days ago. And after sweeping, I haven't been in the mood to want to wet the mop, to mop the floors, to do the whole nine. But after I watched my neighbor do it, I was like, I want that for myself. And I decided I could have that for myself. All I got to do is get it done, right? Because in my mind, or in the mind, right? The mind was thinking, I'm gonna wait until the floors get really dirty. Then I'm gonna fill up the bucket, and I'm gonna put all the soap and the bleach, and I'm gonna wait till it gets sudsy, and I'm gonna put the mop in, and I'm gonna clean the mop, I'm gonna wring the mop, and it was just basically like giving me this proper scenario of how to do things perfectly. And I was like, bro, I'm at a point right now where it's like, I just want it done. I never said I wanted it perfect. Because the truth is, what I've learned from my experiences is that when you get it done and you don't have to think about it anymore, you don't care about it anymore. You don't. There's so many moments in my life where I have had to do stuff that I don't want to do. But once I got it done, I forgot about it. Because it's like, it's done, it's off the list. Like, now I could keep moving past it. Like I literally cleaned the floors. Not tomorrow morning when I wake up, it'll feel like I'm in a brand new house. Why? Because I decided that I could spend 5 to 10 minutes just cleaning. Just seeing how much I could get done in that time. Literally, that's all it was. Seeing how much I could get done in 10 minutes. Right? Not being perfect, but seeing what I could get done. Done. You probably need to hear this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to take that long to think about how you could be perfect, because perfection doesn't exist. Get it done. Handing in something is better than handing in nothing. And the second that you're in your mind focused on how it's going to be perfect and planning for perfection and planning to wait, nothing is being done. You're wearing yourself into the ground without having any actions to support the outcome. If you say, I want bubblegum, there are so many ways for you to get bubblegum. Now, if you say, I want bubblegum, and I think the only way to get it is I gotta get money, which means I gotta get a job, and I don't have a job at the moment, which means I gotta go and apply. You like make this whole long story. You're doing too much. You're not allowing for there to be enough room for you to be given gum by somebody. Think about it. Remember when we were in school and you see somebody with gum and you be like, can I have a stick of gum? Right? Yo, I know in my school, everybody hated that. They hated it because your entire pack of gum would be gone. You take out the whole pack, you put one in your mouth, 20 people around you. Can I get a piece? Can I get a piece? Can I get one? Can I get one? And it's like, y'all didn't want none until y'all saw it. But yeah. So let's say you're an adult and you're in your house and you're like, I want some gum, right? For some reason, I'm realizing that the systems have put in place this ideology that you're by yourself, so you gotta figure out by yourself. When the truth is, you don't have to. You could see somebody with gum and be like, hey, can I get one? And you never know, they might be like, actually, I can give you your own pack. I have an extra one. And then it's like, you didn't even need to go through all that work of thinking about how you're going to get a job so you get the money so you get the thing, when the thing was always there. You just made it so much harder than it had to be. You just wanted the gum. Now that you got the gum and it's off your list, you're like, okay, now I'm on to something else. In closing, I want to suggest that we all focus on getting things done. It doesn't matter how you get them done. Literally. If you want to take the quickest route to get the things that you don't care about done, then do that. Do that. Personally, I feel like everybody's taught a different right way to do things. What I've learned is, as long as the way gets the job done, I don't care. I don't care if it's the right way. I don't care if it's the other way. I don't care if it's the left way. I don't care what way it is, as long as it leads to completion. And I realize that as I leave there to be room for the problem to just be solved, I'm learning from other people quicker ways to get things done. Because what I'm realizing is, as I'm seeing other people just get it done, just do it, just move, just go after exactly what they said they want, just step out there, just try. I'm like, okay, like, honestly, I think it's the systems. I think it's like schooling, where in school you're taught, bring a notebook, write down all these notes, make sure that you're studying, make sure that you know what you know, and it's like, in real life, you can have the notebook to take down the notes, but then you gotta put them notes into action. You gotta put them notes into action. You don't just keep sitting with all the notes. The whole reason why you need the notes is because you wanted to do action. So now that you got the notes, it's time to just act. It's time to just act. And what I'm realizing too is, when I'm asking other people, what are you doing? Or how did you do that? How did you do that? And they literally just did it. There's people who their dream is to model, and that's all they'll do. Every day, they'll strut up and down streets, outside, their house, wherever they are. They will be fashionable on purpose, and they will be in their model strut. They'll be recording themselves, they'll be uploading themselves, they'll be taking their pictures, they'll be having their picture taken, and they're just focused on the dream of them being a model. And then, when they succeed in being a model, or whatever their dream was, right? You don't necessarily have to be a model. I'm just giving that as an example. Then people are asking them, how did you do that? What did you do? And it's like, they did the things that it takes in order for them to be the thing that they say they want to be. If you say you want to be a carpenter, right? You gonna get you some wood, some nails, and you gonna start screwing stuff together. That's the best way to learn. Shoot, you're gonna go ahead and make you a friend who already does that kind of work, and you're gonna go with that friend to work to watch them. Maybe your friend could teach you one thing, and then that will be your task of the day, is you're repetitively doing the thing underneath the title of what it is that you want to be. Instead of trying to focus on being this perfect whatever it is that you want to be, just focus on getting the things done that person would do. Focus on getting the things done that person would do. Focus on doing the things that you would have to do in order to be the person who does the things that they want to do. That's all. Get it done. Just do it. Just do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I pray that it was informational and helpful. I pray that it has reached you in the time when you need it most. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Peace.